have 9-time Grammy winner, multi-platinum selling artist, and rock and roll Hall of Famer Sheryl Crow with us. Her new album, Evolution, just came out this morning. Sheryl, welcome back to GMA.
Thank you for having me.
Congratulations, first of all. You're going to sing Evolution, the title track of this album.
Yeah.
I'm curious, though, how this title came about.
Well, you know, I have 2 boys. They're teenagers now, and the things that they talk about are so much more worldly than what I was worrying about when I was a teenager. And with the advent of artificial intelligence and reading about the Beatles and the George Carlin thing, it just, you know, it's a little, for me, it's a little overwhelming. I didn't grow up with social media or technology, and so trying to navigate what that's going to mean for us wanting to know the truth and how everything's algorithms and raising kids. The only thing I know how to do is to go to my guitar and a notepad and just try to figure it out, you know, by thinking about it and expressing. And that's how the album came about, really.
And
they drive off to school and I would just be like, what's happening in the world? I'm scared. I don't know what to do.
And for a while, I heard that you actually didn't want to put out a new album. What changed your mind?
I did say I'm never putting out another album because I can't control what comes out of my mouth. Now, I feel like people don't listen to full bodies of work anymore, like a conventional artistic statement, like an album. And so the last album, which was very collaborative, felt like a great bookend, and I would continue to put songs out. But I wound up with a handful of songs I felt like were so timely that I kind of feel like it's, instead of an album, I feel like it's more of a playlist. You know what I mean? I'm calling it a playlist instead of an album.
There you go.
Yes, of new music.
Have your sons listened to this playlist of new music?
They've heard most of it, and some of it, like Alarm Clock, they love. They're like, yeah. And then Broken Record, they're like, no. So they're tough critics.
You've been here so many times. You and I were talking about it during the break. The last time you were here was just before Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it was a huge night.
I'm
your
much
performance
different now.
Yes, you are. Yes, ma'am. We're not worthy.
Kiss the ring.
Your performance was so amazing, but I'm curious to what you remember that night, because it was a huge night.
I mean, I've never been married, but I feel like it was kind of like a wedding where you're like, okay, oh yeah, you know, things to reflect on. It was a monumental evening, but also a really important moment in my life. Not to mention the fact that I had all the people that have been with me in my career, I mean, like 30 years, all the people that have been with me from the beginning, but also to have my kids there and to have them kind of witness the world that was before them. You know, when they came, I put everything aside, and I still do music, but they're my world. So they got to kind of witness, you know, the world that was before them. But also to sing with Stevie and Peter Frampton, who was my first concert, and then to hand the baton to Olivia. It just was a fantastic night. And to sing with Willie, who's, for me, you know, one of my favorite people on the planet. So it was an amazing night.
Can we talk about your friendship with Olivia Rodrigo? I mean, because you played together at that Hall of Fame show with her, and then you've actually played with her in Nashville.
Yeah, she invited me to come up and do If It Makes You Happy. I say she's a great kid. She's a young woman, obviously. Yes. I think of her as a kid because, you know, I'm old enough to be her dad's older sister. But she's just a great young woman. She knows who she is. She doesn't seem to be, I mean, she knows how to navigate the fame thing and the social media thing, but, you know, I look at her and I go, she has friends that are not famous. I mean, she keeps her world as her own world, and she has a great point of view. She's a great young songwriter. She has good references, like when I said, God, you remind me of the Breeders. She goes, I love the Breeders. And, you know, I mean, she shouldn't be able to remember the Breeders, but yet she has authentic references, and I love that. So.
I love the Breeders, and I'm not just trying to get in your good graces, Sheryl. You have gone through your own evolution, and I wonder what advice you would give to young talent coming up now and facing some of these things that you sing about.
Yeah, I wouldn't probably be doing what I'm doing if I had to navigate this world where you promote you as a brand and that your art is something that you is a side nuts. I mean, I don't know. It's hard for me to grasp it. It's the same thing I tell my kids, turn the noise off. The authentic self that you came in as is not only enough, it is beautiful and perfect. And that anybody else that is defying that is not in your corner. You know, it's difficult. Like I didn't let my kids affect. My 13-year-old doesn't have social media, and my 16-year-old, you know, has Snapchat, and it's yucky. I mean, for lack of a better, more astute word, it's just a really yucky world to navigate, and even somebody my age gets their feelings hurt. So, I mean, that was the whole point of writing Broken Record, is that, you know, at a certain point, we do have to remember that what was built into our DNA, which will never be in artificial intelligence, is empathy and also feelings, you know, and it's easy to hurt other people's feelings. And
I love you so much.
So, thanks, Sarah.
Be nice. That's the reminder
Be
for
nice.
everyone.
My mom always said it's just as easy to be nice as it is to be a jerk. So,
Good advice for all of us.
Yeah.
Cheryl, thank you so much for being here.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.